Sagittarius, born November 22nd to December 21st. What can you expect for the month of August 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So, Sagittarius, I just feel like you may have this puzzle or this complexity, this complex problem. It could be anything from caring for an aging parent and trying to figure out their health care to, schools for your kids, to a business challenge or problem, or to a lawsuit that you've been drug into. And it's just like these moving parts that you've got to work out. And and I feel a little bit like it's a little bit near and dear to your heart. So it does feel something very personal, and it does feel like, oh, how am I going to manage this? What am I going to do? I do feel like in August there's a lot of clarity around it. There's other people that will be brought in to support or to help figure things out. You may even hire new people or bring in a consultant to figure things out. But I definitely feel like the answers are here in August, and there's a lot of clarity with it, and there's just this relief. And but it feels more like mid to late August. We have a full moon in Aquarius, August 15th. That feels a little intense or a little bit harsh. Like you may get some information and it's like, wait, that's not quite what I had in mind, or that's not quite it. But by the end of the month, by the new moon in Virgo, I definitely feel like how you figured that out, how whatever the information was around the 15th that wasn't quite it, by the end of the month, you're able to shave down the quote, or adjust the hours, or whatever the problem is, make the move, whatever it is, there's an adjustment period that happens. And so it does get clear this month. All right, let's look at romantic relationships. Those of you that are in a coupled romantic relationship, let's for you Sagittarius, let's see what's in store for you this month. I do feel like you're finding more commonality. It feels like there may have been some distance over the last couple of months, and there's more of a commonality that's starting to show up, and an opportunity for healing. It also feels like there's been a lot of extraneous pressures on the household, on the family, whether it's coming from your family or your partner's family, or whether it's being self-indulgent, but you're out having fun instead of taking care of business, and your partner's upset. But it just feels like those behaviors or those things, there's a greater understanding that happens this month, and so there's a movement forward. And whether that means marriage counseling, or maybe it's you've made up and moved on, or where it was just an isolated incident, change is in the air, and there's more joy that's happening for you guys this month. You can create new partnerships. You can create a new, what are we going to do? Like I said, it feels like you're on the precipice of change. So you could have just moved from the city to the country, or the country to the city. You moved from one country to another country. You could have moved within the state. It could be as simple as you just got married and now you moved in together, or your children are gone and they're out of the home now and you're empty nesters. But it's this new adjustment and trying to figure out, what do I want, right? And what does your partner want? And then kind of putting it together. And so it feels like there's this new relationship or new partnership that's happening with your partner. And it feels like this month is much more freeing and fun, as opposed to last month, which was like, I'm exhausted, I can't handle anymore, right? So there's more freedom this month, more release, more relaxing into, okay, now we know that this is the new norm and I can handle it. This is the new norm, and it's okay. It's going to be okay. So I feel you moving in that direction. Now, for those of you that are single and looking for a romantic relationship, let's see what's in store for you guys. Well, there's excitement. And whether it's excitement about somebody new that you've just met, or the excitement that you finally kind of like know what you want, I see you moving in the direction of, for yourself, for a change. Be careful that you don't get caught up in the emotion and just run for the sake of running. You want to make sure that you take it slow, just because, especially just these first 10 days until you gather all the information. Because I feel like, some of you could be running blindly into a wall, only because somebody may have stolen your heart and you've moved in too quick and you haven't waited to hear how they feel about you, and there's an assumption that's happening, and we're just clearing out from Mercury retrograde. And so there could be another, other side of the story that's about to be revealed these first 10 days of August. So just be careful with your heart, slow down, let go, and it could be also something that you could maneuver through or work through too, just another aspect of the relationship that you hadn't seen. But if you slow down, you'll be able to course correct, and you'll be able to save yourself some heartache, and you'll be on track for the right person. And it could be that person, but it just needs to slow down. Okay, so it feels really good. It feels like there's a great opportunity for a long-term relationship. Now, if you just want to date, there's plenty of that too. There's a lot of freedom. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of social action in August. Just lots of opportunity to travel, to go see friends, to meet new friends, to have these just great life experiences available for you. So just enjoy, just really enjoy. It feels really good. Let's look at your career and money for Sagittarius. There's an excitement with this. I feel positive. I feel like it's about time, if I'm honest with you. Like it's about time. Things are happening and people are finally noticing, and I finally get that push that I was looking for, or that break that I was looking for, or that opportunity. So there's going to be a break or an opening for something that you've wanted for a long time, right? Like the light shines in on it. And it could be brought to you by somebody else. It could be through invitation. It could be through self-discovery. But definitely feel like there's an opening with your work that you haven't seen in a while. Money, I feel like there's money there. I feel like you have a lot of wealth. You have a lot of riches. Feel like you might want to be careful with your money early in the month, August, 2nd, 4th, around in there. Be careful not to overspend or to, it could even be that, you want to impress somebody, you want to buy them something nice, or you want to make a kind gesture, and it's not even about impressing, but just wanting to be a kind gesture. Just make sure that you don't overspend or you don't give too much, just because your heart is generous, right? So you want to just make sure that what you're spending is equal to the need, right? Or so, for instance, you go to a children's birthday party and you just met them, and instead of buying a $10 gift, you buy them a $100 gift, right? Just be aware of the balance, and so that because it's just going to create an imbalance for you. So money also comes easy for you this month. Yeah, it just feels like money comes easy. Not worried about it. It just feels easy. It feels like it's just coming in. I feel like you're in the flow. It feels like it's right there. Yeah, okay, good. So let's look at your health, Sagittarius. Let's see about your health. There's an excitement in terms of your health, in terms of it almost feels like you've discovered that's what that is. Almost like you've had ringing in the ear, and and it comes down to, I don't know, earwax. I mean, I have no idea. I'm just saying that it's that sort of aha moment, right? Or that you've been itching and you realize that it's the metal in the necklace that you've been wearing. Or your nose is running and you realize there's a specific flower that's in bloom that always gets you, and here it is, it's in bloom now, right? So there's a health issue, and then immediately understanding what it's from, right? It's like, oh, that's what that is, right? So it's good, it's freeing, it's informative, and it gives you kind of with that all the resources to take care of it. It doesn't feel like a big thing, it just feels like a thing, and it feels like you know where it came from and you know how to cure it. So pretty vague, but that's kind of good because it means that you don't have anything really big happening in your health. So that's not bad. All right, let's see if there's anything unexpected, Sagittarius, for you. Yeah, there's some real compliments coming to you and appreciation and partnerships. People, more than one person, it feels like, approaches you about business ventures or ideas they have, or want you on board, or want you to join their board, or want you to, sign on or do something with them. And for some of you, that's like every other day, right? Like that's just your energy field that you play in, and that's no big deal. But there are other Sagittarius who don't operate like that, and this may be new for them. So there's lots of partnership energy around you, wanting to engage you. But it feels exciting from your aspect, like, oh, I never thought of that before. I would like to do that. That sounds really cool. So there's the unexpected part is that you're actually get enthused about something that you haven't been enthused about for a very long time. So that's where the unexpectedness comes in. All right, you guys, have an amazing month. Enjoy August. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below. And I look forward to seeing you again next month.